Dia perlawanan Gary. Dia perlawanan. Kalau bisa. Mau dibilang menang lah lama. Waduh, modal dia. Ya, modal dia. Ayo. Ngetang 7. Modal aduh. Ayo.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola, as composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Good chance here!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Up he goes! He can get that clear. Can he get it through? Caicedo cuts it out. And he's forced to go back. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Nicked it back promptly. So just one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Beckham to take it as usual.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he latch onto this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Kukçu. And here's Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Raul. Cristiano Ronaldo. Inter Milan are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. There's a quick free kick. Raul. Rijkaard. Caicedo. And it's Caicedo. Seasson is the team's great visionary. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Platini. Guardiola. Oh, this looks sharp. He's in plenty of space here.
100 minutes has been indicated.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Inter Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And it's Kukcu. This might spell danger. Seasson. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's going to be disappointed with that. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Madrid finding their passes. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Batistuta. Beckham. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And this is Bale.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he's there to make the challenge. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. What a scene we have here. There's a real expectancy in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. Supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy...
It's Bale! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Now Howson, Adams, and it's Hernandez. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Del Piero. Raul. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Either side yet able to find the net. Raul. Bit too much weight on the pass. Hernandez.
Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
The most accurate pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Belletti. Now it's Bergkamp. Del Piero. Forlan. And it's Forlan! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rijkaard. Kupchu is always looking to break lines. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the shot! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! And Inter go in front! So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's
Forlan! And the ball's come loose here. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Bale, clipped into space. Great chance! That is gorgeous from Raul! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And the first 45 minutes are up. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes for the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Emerson attempts a clearance. Now the ball in. Oh, smashing header! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Howson.
Inter are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Howson. Kukcu. Inter Milan finding their passes. Raul. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Bergkamp. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bellingham. Played into space. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Look at the space here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Some resolute defending. Kukcu! And that has flown over.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Adams. Bale looks to get on the end of this. Great ball if he can get there. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. Del Piero. Kukcu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. And this is Bale. Kukcu. Forlan. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Raul. And here's Bale. It's Bale! He's put it wide. And the number on the board is 3. Bellingham has created 1 goal already. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in a...
Basta nga eh. Ano ka striker ito doang yung hihina yun.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. They've pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual? That could spell trouble. Azar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. Raul. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's got away. Vitinha. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bellingham. Great ball if he can get there.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Out towards the flank. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, Red, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. It's not an especially good pass, that. Raul. Bellingham. Raul. And it's Kukçu. Rijkaard. No luck with that. Dink over the top. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's an imaginative pass. Raul. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ball driven towards the far post. And that should get the job done. Zanetti made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Zanetti. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. To Azar. And here's Mbappe. Look at the spin. Messi! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Kukçu. Oh, well, there's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Torres. Well,
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Roll. It'll be a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Inter are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Rijkaard. Fernando Torres.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Kupchu. Zanetti kept aware, and oh no, this does not look good. Chance here to counter.
Oh, great feat that.
That is good strength. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute, and it's made its way to him. Good take, and is he in? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted them? Cool as you like.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Kupchu in with the challenge. Vitinha. This looks promising. And that pass just didn't quite work.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added on will be 2 minutes. Van Dijk, quality ball. Now it's Mbappe. And there goes the final whistle. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Inter.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. and he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to cross. Ibrahimovic! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Kukçu gets over and intercepts. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. No way through. Doku. Bit too much weight on the pass. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Taken back almost at once. Spread out to the left. And he's managed to get free. Crosses it, he rises! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the...
Ibrahimovic! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Poland were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! About as smooth as it gets! And Inter go in front! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Bellingham.
There will be one.
Now it's Bale.
Time.
And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Inter Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Inter definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Can he get on the end of this? Caicedo. Palinia promptly onto that, and that is that. Doku. Nice looking ball. O'Reilly is wide and looking to get onto this. Cristiano Ronaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Nicely weighted ball. O'Reilly gets into a good position. Here comes the corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Searching pass he's played there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
That looks a decent ball. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Poland really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he can clear it away. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, well played.
Poland really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Played out wide.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Aims beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added value.
That's an imaginative pass. Pinches it off him. And that is that. Inter Milan have held on doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the title.
Coy, sorangan ko. Oke. Anak ko lah sorangan. Basket.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. Game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. It's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players.
He's gone for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Belletti. And that's a throw-in. And he can clear it away. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Raul. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Brilliantly cut out. Rijkaard. Caceres. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with every...
Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's taking no chances there. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Bellingham. Big chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Scholes. And it's Belletti. Now it's Rijkaard. Bellingham. And that could set him on his way. And this is Raul. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rijkaard. Bellingham. That's been cut out, well played. Scholes. That looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Barcelona, really...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Provided by the local police. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 17. Coming on to replace him is...
So off we go once more.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Bellingham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Floated through. And the shot! He scored! The second half sparked straight into life. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Inter Milan are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, talk about...
Could be danger here. Now it's Messi. Belletti.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played into space. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Great defending, strong and determined. Some resolute defending there. Raul, who does have an assist to his name, has been slipped through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Haaland. It's a sharp little ball here. Messi, now there's, and Messi! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Number 15.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Takes a shot! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
No way through, so back it comes.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
Looking to play him in. It'll be a throw-in. I think we're just about done here.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he was quick to react. Schneider. Played out towards the right wing. Messi's cross. And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. And truly...
Ya.
Namanya kepangi permainan ya, jadi santai.
Terus korek kemana yo?
Oh,
Yo, korek kemana yo? Hah? Mana korek yo?
Haji lolos.
Ya.
Haji. Iya.
Kan ditanya sih berinya.
Korek mana?
Jauh, Pak Mulit di lemah tadi loba.
Dia.
Korek tuh. Korek. Enggak, Mi. Oh iya, angkat ini.
Yo.
Selamat ulang
Tahun.
Ya, saya dah grogi di kayak dah. Tadi mau fokus, orang ini, tadi orang ele.
Kemarin
Terus strategi.
Well, what a sight this is. The choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
No way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Kupchu is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Nicked it back promptly. Bale chasing after it. Kupchu. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Bale. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a good position here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Raul. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a look and plays it forward. And here's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. And it's hoisted clear. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Without hesitation. Mbappe! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Mbappe brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Griezmann, great defending, strong and determined. And here's Bale. Now it's Mbappe.
Added time.
Mbappe is onto this. It's Neymar! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such...
And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Costa Curta.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Probing pass. Dink through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they're quick to get it back. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
mana.
Griezmann with the short one. Chance to deliver. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Threads one in. He's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's gone looking for safety. Ball has bounced loose now. Bale.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the pass is intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Inter Milan with this to equalise. Brilliant save from Alisson! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. He rises! So close to drawing level.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Is number 37. Substitution.
That's an imaginative pass. Inter Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
It's Fernando Torres. It's a good foot in there. No, that was never going to make it. Caicedo. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. And he thumps it clear. And the number on the board is 3. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.
Benar lah.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium. And the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. The fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella...
Oh, what has happened here? What a goal! Deftly away. Mbappe knocks it out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's picked his way through. Belly. Lovely, now then. Raul. Bale. Kupchu. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Raul wins the duel this time. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Belly. They get a throw in. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he's decided to go for it. Bale chasing after it. Rafinha. Well timed, excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? Belly. Not the most convincing of passes. Caicedo. Now it's Bale. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Olise. Half-time getting close now. Caicedo gets across to intercept that. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Ronaldo. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. When do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Face to face with the keeper, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Kupchu moves short. Oh, it's played into the area. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Bellingham. It's a searching pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Koundé. And it's Guardiola. Now that looks a decent ball.
Hey.
Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Caicedo gets it clear. Forwards and with intent. Has a shot! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Olise really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Bale. Mbappe. 75 minutes played. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Bellingham. Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And a chance! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A 1-0 lead established.
What a great time to score.
Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kokchu with the short one. He can get that clear. Throw it.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
12 minutes has been
Inter Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Kokchu plays it short. Opts to play it back. Gives it back. Shot could be on. Skillfully cut out. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts and...
Puteri olah impianku. Mana si Pak itu ya? Sangat martabak. Coba martabak ya. Kali.
So bring it on. Expectation, emotion, the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Looking for a runner, and he cuts out the supply. De Bruyne. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hernandez. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. David Villa! Goal! There is the breakthrough! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Threads one in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham, played out wide. Hernandez crosses. That's a decent clearance. Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Okazaki. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found a way through. And he shoots! And it's in! Again, in a trice. And they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's been played through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chouameni. Spread out to the left. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rijkaard. And it's Kukçu. That's a cute ball. He's being urged to shoot. De Bruyne. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's away. Oh, right place, right time. It's a pretty loose pass. And whistle goes close for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that...
David Villa! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And that means just one thing. Match ball. He's tried one! He's kicked it out just.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Okazaki getting this one clear. Al-Sad appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
Takes a shot! He scores!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So is this the start of a comeback? 60 minutes played. Bellingham. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And it's De Bruyne. Great ball if he can get there. On time, excellent interception. Raul. Now it's Bale. It's a searching pass. This is Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tries a deft little ball. Hernandez. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's well seen too. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the right. That's an excellent interception. David Villa. Now it's Kane. It's a nicely shaped ball. He's one-on-one and a chance! And yes, it's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution for Inter, number 9, Cristiano
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Bellingham,
Al-Sad blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
number 2, Riker, number 11, Bale, coming on the field, number 21,
That's an imaginative pass. Bergkamp in acres of space out wide.
Hazard,
That's a reprieve for the time being.
number 5,
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
substitution, 4 added minutes.
Looking for the run. Kokchu does really well to win the ball there. Fernando Torres. Corner number 2 then. The final whistle. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having...
Ampun dah. Tutup dogi. 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 Menang.
Menang ya. Itu mana pakai cara lain yo. Apa gue? Lu besok di siapa? Biasa dia merawat. Lu mau mana? Hah? Lu mau mana? Biasa. Hah? Biasa lah. BJS dulu.
Biasa. Biasa gebukin nih kamu ya.
Mana lo? Hah? Mana? Jalan-jalan lah. Ntar gua apa jauh gini.
Dogi.
Nih, sepatu siapa ini?
Wah. Baru jadi sepatu mulu lu. Lupa di WC kali lu lantai 3.
Lupa kali lo.
WC lagi berak lupa keburu di kontak petak 6. Gimana boy? Sepatu ya? Kemana dia? Sepatu. Kita mancing tuh harus ganteng. Kalau ada tanda-tanda di jalan
Mancing, masuk angin.
Anjis. Tim watches ya. Tahu nggak tim watches? Watches. Iya. Coba lo tahu di tari di gitu. Woi, benar deh.
Pantas habis tenaga kita. Di suku berarti. Balapan juara 1. Iya. Pantas.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Barcelona.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player, praised by many.
And the shots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cherki actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That is a reprieve for the time being. And he's big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Cherki is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And the shot! Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Knocks it into space. And this is Bale. It's played through for him. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish! Bellingham. And here's Raul. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Gets his head on it! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Harrison promptly onto that, and that is that. Inter Milan finding their passes. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's onto this. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding. He's had a shot! Goal! Inter! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminded...
And Cruyff! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
It's a smartly directed ball. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Raul tries to play it through.
2 added minutes has been
And it's
indicated.
Bale! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bale really must be thinking what he has...
That is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a... Here's a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Raul brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Bellingham. Raul. Harrison cuts out the pass. No way through there. He's still separated by the game's only goal. It's Bale! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
the time to pick a pass. Kukchu. That looks a decent ball. Chips it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bale. Cannavaro. That's a little off target. And here's Bale, and he's got the beating of his man. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, it's come to nothing. And it's Bale. Oh, super ball. Cherky. Now it's Kubo. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kukchu. Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Caicedo couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. Rodri. Cannavaro. In with the challenge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bale. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on them. And that's it. Inter Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency.
Puteri olah impianku. Yo nyerah yo lah, jadi bulan-bulanan karit bae sekarang. Sekali doang.
Oh, what a sight this is. The choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Inter.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that's...
Tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So he's had a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great chance! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they've got their lead back. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again.
Shapes to shoot! Oh no, what has happened here? That'll be a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Belly. Raul. Looking for the run. Vardiol spots it and intercepts. It's Kimmich. Vardiol. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's fallen! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
That pass isn't the best. Hazard. Great vision. It's made its way to him. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Has a shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Half-time whistle goes. Inter Milan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Special lottery.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Inter Milan get the second half going. That's a little off target. Kimmich. Raul. Raul, who does have an assist to his name. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Hakimi. Rice. Now he's got space here. Good ball over the top. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bayer gets good distance on it. And it's Rice. And it's Messi. He's gone to goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Botafogo have their second corner now. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Caicedo. Bellingham. Nice looking ball. Forlan receives it in a good position here. It's a really well measured ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh no, this does not look good. Rijkaard. Raul. And that could set him on his way.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard. Nice interception, well timed. Raul. Inter Milan finding their passes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And now the breakaway. And he's intervened well there.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Can he get on the end of this? Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, perfectly measured. He's tried one! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution for Botafogo, number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field, number 15, Van Nistelrooy.
Played out towards the right wing.
Substitutions taking place.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Has been indicated.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in. And this is Ronaldo. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart.
Puteri olah impianku.
Masih bilang.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo. These two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Inter.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player.
Haaland! Now, and he's following up!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Bale. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dinks one through. Adams gets across to intercept that. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Caicedo. Bellingham. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. No! He will be livid with himself. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Kukcu. Threads one in. Well read. The danger is averted. Raul. 30 minutes gone. And this is Forlan. That's the keeper's ball. Now he's got space here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And they've got rid. And this is Bale. Inter Milan have it back. And it's Bale! It's a loose ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they...
And we hit half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Timber. Raul. Bellingham. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Big chance! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Substitution for Zambia. Number 21.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 15. Bellingham. Coming on the field. Number 11.
Big header! Sticks it away! And they're back in front! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. Pack sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh no, this does not look... And the finish! He scored! And surely now, the results are beyond doubt. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Diego Bola.
So the lead now is 2.
Diego.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, what a climb! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Changes him with that pass. Hernandez. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now, this could be a chance.
5 minutes at a time.
Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. Raul. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running.
Ya ampun. Udah nyampe ke divisi 2G. Aku bermimpi tentang aku bermimpi tentang indahnya hari tua bersamamu, ye. Kondisi sini bikin kopi. Ya sepasang. Oh, banget ini paling 20 cara biasa. Emang dia nggak 24 jam? Mana jadi? Nyerah ya. Aku bermimpi tentang ya.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never left. Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
Raul deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
There's the header. Harmlessly behind. High and with purpose. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Rijkaard, nice looking ball. That pass isn't the best. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Inter really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Raul in with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Bale. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Raul. Now it's Lewandowski. Raul. And the pass is intercepted. And that is expertly dealt with. Kukçu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Played back towards his own goal.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an imaginative pass. There will be 1 minute added time. That has not gone well. Caicedo. There's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Inter Milan, they're in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a throw-in. Bellingham. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Can he latch on to this?
Yung kasi mali.
Decent chance! No, not this time.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Roll, going face to face with his great rival. And here's Bale. Clipped into space. He's had a shot!
No, he's missed it. He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Raul. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Rijkaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Raul.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nicely shaped ball. Played back. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Bale. Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And here's Bale. Good chance here. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Raul. And it's Kukcu. That's at the end. Inter Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough.
That's a...
Kemana bang buatan?
Balik dia, tekan bekerja.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels down the pitch and his big game mentality and his quiet leadership.
And it's Rijkaard. Big chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mateus does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Has a shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they're at it again in double quick time! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Oh, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Selamat pagi, Bang Ayu.
Costa Curta is there and he can pick it up. Ups for safety.
Inter really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's Bellingham. Beckham. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Bale. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played into space. Raul. That has ended up in no man's land. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Costa Curta. Beckham. Adriano. No, it's come to nothing. And they've got rid. Raul. Costa Curta. Costa Curta. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's half-time here. Let's look back on the first 45 minutes.
Inter really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half. Fernando Torres. It's Adriano! He's got a goal! The second half sparks straight into life. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
PE tadi nih. PE.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Raul really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or this could get away from them.
And it's Bale. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No luck with that dink over the top.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shapes the suit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's being shifted off it. Adriano, it's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Elise. Oh, there's the shot! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Balik bro, hati-hati lor.
Terrific header! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
This has become one superb game of football. Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
They're looking to get on the end of this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bale! Wonderful save by Peter Bayer.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That has been knocked clear. Beckham. Mateus. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that will be it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Luka ini memang terlalu berat untuk kau rasakan. Seperti
sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Inter.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Guardiola did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's there to get it away. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Raul, looking for the run. It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale. The most accurate pass. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. That's been cut out, well played. Costa. And it's Reinders. And this is Messi. Massaro. A lot of space ahead of him. Here comes the corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. That's a decent clearance. He's had a shot! Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets! Manchester United take the lead! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Manchester United are in front now. The game's only goal. And Messi! A good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Massaro.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he skips past his man. He's found the way through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What's the first half compared with your expectations?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see.
Go for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And they've got a throw.
Now he's off and running. It's made its way to him. Van Dijk. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. That's good running with the ball. Messi! That is certainly not what he had in mind. And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. And he shoots! No mistake! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! So smooth, a signature finish. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off. Inter Milan get themselves back into contention. Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, can he finish? It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser! And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. That was easy. Almost too easy. Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy. This has become one superb game of football. Wow, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from the... Oh, shooting chance! That's a real chance missed. Rookie, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. There's a sharp little ball here. Swings it. Terrific header! Goal of his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Might be danger here. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. Not a twitch, not a blink. That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him. Manchester United take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on. Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Mbappe is onto this. That's that, the end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the...
Oh, what a sight this is. The choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And we're underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not. And
he's let fly! And that will sail harmlessly past.
well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
He's had it taken off him.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. We have our very first corner. Adams is there and he can get that clear. Takes a shot. It's hit the upright. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bale, Raul. It's a threat. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
That's an imaginative pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Bale. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Torres. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Cannavaro makes the interception. Very nearly half an hour gone here. He might be in here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh no, this does not look good. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! Contact was certainly crisp.
Didn't quite come up. Well, he's getting a few rounds of applause from around the touchline, but he's angry with himself, really angry.
Short changes him with that pass. There's a sharp little ball here. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. We've got 5 minutes till half time. And this is Torres. Raul. And it's Bellingham. Played into space. That is good alertness. De Bruyne. Hazard. Costa Curta. There's the whistle for half-time.
It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there.
We've just let that telling breakthrough moment. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Moved on forwards. Raul. He's gone for goal! throw. Can he finish? He's delivered all right. Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Into the line, are in front now. The game's only goal. And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done. Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. FC Tulsa really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort. There is an irresistible, shooting chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there. Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. Looking for options for movement. Costa Prota. Oh, can he get onto this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cedric, what are you thinking? Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front. Quality ball. That's an excellent interception. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Rivaldo. Now it's Bale. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do, and the shot! What's about that from Fernando Torres? A finish right from the top draw! Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever. This is threatening to become a really good game. Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. He's only too happy to take that back. Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Added minute has been indicated.
This looks promising. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Torres. Now it's De Bruyne. Now it's Hazard. Kupchu. And that will be it. Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it.
Ref, ditumbur. Ampun nih. Jangan lama-lama, tunggu lama-lama, janda diambil orang.
football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most. Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he? Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. And this is Bale. The ball has bounced loose now. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice looking ball. Costa Corta. That's a cute ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Played into space. Howson gets across to intercept that. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope. Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! Oh, crossbar! It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Raul. It's a searching pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass. They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. And it's made its way to him. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. He can run onto that. Great chance!
About as smooth as it gets. Trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
When they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Great vision. That's a little off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Bale. Howson spots it and intercepts. Raul. Well read, and the danger is averted. And this is Hazard. Kokchu cut. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And we are already promptly back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And this is Bale. What a throw in. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Get gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
The attendance for this match.
Now it's
was
Bale, the most accurate pass. And here's Raul.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
This looks promising. Chooses to go back. Bellingham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, what has happened here? He has found a way through. All wrong, and it's a penalty. Inter Milan could not have chosen a worse moment. And that's going to be a booking.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for and it was a reckless lunge.
Bayer, in the context of the game, he must save it. Cold as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Substitution for Milan. Number 7.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 23, Beckham.
Climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Good ball, good take. That has not gone well. Now it's Bale. Well timed, excellent interception.
Inter really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Kukcu.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, Bale! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end.
Ampun dah. Sakit dah. Guys.
Rajin masuk. Tuh mantap apa ini? Mantap apa ini? Kelihatan nak masuk. Mana mau masuk? Masuk ke mana? Ke mana?
Itu namanya apa tuh kawasan dari dia.
Buka kantoran. Berapa kali mana nikah nanti? Kali. malinis. Ini kalau nggak disambut ngamuk.
Sincero. Mungkin bermis. Sudah datang. Ayo bosku. Dokter kan masih kamu sakit ya. Sakit. Mana awal nak jalan-jalan ya? Hah? Hah? Kalau nggak awal mah kamu pegang. Sudah, tadi. Jam berapa? Jam 5. Kalau ini, ya ya. Kalau ini, ya. Sebenarnya petanda namanya apa? Karena orang mampu-mampu uang ya. Itu Pak kami ini mas ya. Kemarin nanya saya ya, kasih dental ya. Itu tuh mana? Dalam bibir ya, suka masuk ya. Nggak tahu deh, kalau mungkin saya tahu gitu. Mau ngapain gitu? Hah? Ya? Oh. Kan yang kabarnya mau minyak presiden loh, 3 tahun setengah loh. Iya.
Dep,
Kita ada loh, tadi dia.
ini di siapa yang 4.000 ya, bro? Dep,
Kalau pacaran
ini motor 6.000-nya, Dep.
Tahun setengah loh.
Dep,
Sekarang loh. Terus,
Dep,
minyak istri ya 1.000 yang 6 tahun. Full. Ini.
Dep.
Woi.
Ini motor 6.000.
Oh. Tadi motor serangan berapa deh?
Ini 4.000 berapa?
Murah. Itu lagi anak-anak ya dia. Lagi anak-anak ya. Ya berhenti lah. Satu jam boleh? Duduk sini enak. Nggak ada ya. Itu lagi ya, kita kan berjalan. Kamu. Dan namanya pelakor. Terus ini pelakor. Tidak kasih makan-makan itu sudah. Kamu kasih airnya dia, sudah benar kok. Dan keluar. Yang main-main. Kamu nggak tidur. Ya. Jalan ya.
Yo.
itu. Banyak.
doang. Gimana sih? Bosku, itu absen doang. Buat terima gaji. Ya? Iya. Bahaya.
Pacaran ya?
Iya.
Ini nggak boleh duel.
Iya. Ambil digebukin di dalam penjara. Hah?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these players get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Vitinha is onto this. Rijkaard. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, well timed. Bale. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Kukcu. Rashford. Not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Can he get onto this? Rashford has it in a wide position. Melbourne City with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Messi plays it short. It's gone backwards. Vitinha.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. This is their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Vitinha. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a runner. Good ball, good take. Hakimi. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you
Shapes the shoots! Raul. Played into space. We're not going to make any further progress now. Vitinha. That's a cute ball. Pass is just off target. It's out for a goal kick.
Parah Koko. Itu yang mati lagi.
And he was quick to react. Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bellingham. Great vision. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Bale in acres of space out wide. There's the shot! There it is!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Ini apa? Tanah. Tanah, benar.
Dia main di tanah kok. Namanya bocah kok. Main tanah dia.
Gini-gini main tanah loh. Kalau lama lu nggak pernah pakai sabun ya?
Enggak. Dia pakai sabun gosok.
Jangan nanya apa sih? Makan gorengan. Kolesterol tinggi jangan, minyak-minyak.
Nakal kok. Malam makan gorengan mulu.
That gets things going for the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Messi. Hakimi hurtling down that right flank. Knocks it into space. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Climbs up big! In for the pieces! So, third corner of the game.
Cewek.
Messi with the short one. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. It's a good foot in there. Melbourne City appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Raul. It's Raul! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now it's Vitinha. Bellingham. And it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Real chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short.
Melbourne City really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, that's clever. He's away. Takes a shot. That is special. Gareth Bale. That is a gem. An absolute gem. 2 ahead. Late in the day. Game over surely. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he's worked it through. And this is Bale. Inter Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Played into space out wide. Here's Can he finish? And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Melbourne City give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Caicedo. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride.
Dikit-dikit lagi dia punya ini. Ini kayak amat ya. Masih dia ya.
Pinter banget, cantik deh.
Semuanya loh. Cantik. Akhirnya bagus loh. Ya, anunya bagus. Banyak sensasinya ya. Nina, sekolah yang pintar ya Nina ya.
Iya.
Nanti dari itu dokter ya.
Dari dokter.
Dari dokter ya.
Aku juga mau jadi dokter kok. Kopi masuk. Oh, boleh. Kalau masuk, kayak dua-duanya. Suruh bikin aja pakai spidol. Belum datang. Kok punya spidol?
So bring it on. High expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement all palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much...
There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Bellingham does really well there, strong defending. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Kane. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there. Seasson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi caresses it through. So we're still where we started right now. Raul plays with finesse. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Pass is just off target. Bayer gets it away. Howson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Dirajam.
Costa Corta.
Itulah.
Now it's Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well read. The danger is averted. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Howson cuts it out. Kukcu. And it's Bale. Can he get it through? And he's been shifted off it. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Seasson. That is good alertness. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Raul. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope.
Kane! wonderful effort all by himself.
Oh, that's a great chance for a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Substitution for Inter, number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Bellingham, number 7. Kukcu, number 23.
Hazard.
Wilson, number 25.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Coming on the field, number 4.
Tonali.
Number 17. Enter Cristiano.
Now it's Hazard. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitutions taking
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! And another try! Seasson. And now they can spring out of defence. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
minutes is
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Inter Milan are looking desperate here. Short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having bought.
Tries a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
The final 5 minutes. Aims beyond the defence. He opts to go forward.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
there will be 3 minutes
Just to go back. Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! No unnecessary. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour.
Ah. Baru monitor ketua.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Bale. Kukcu. Now it's Torres. And he's away. Torres! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. He's having a shot! It's a loose ball. And he's forced to go back. Nicely aimed pass. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Ambitious ball here. And he plays one through. Danger averted for now. And here's Kukcu. It's gone for a throw-in. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Torres attempts a clearance. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Looking for the run. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is great defending. So alert. Kukcu. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Belletti. Mbappe. He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that will make him feel much better at the moment.
Bellingham. Great vision. He's in a great position here. He's cut it out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Raul. It's a threatening ball. Now it's Torres. Now it's Griezmann. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Some really good ball movement. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well seen. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Griezmann.
And we're off again.
23,
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
19, coming on the field.
Inter Milan have a free kick.
Diego Forlan. Number 22.
And he's going to have his name taken. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And it's Kukçu. That's an imaginative pass. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. Played into space. That has been knocked clear. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And claimed it back swiftly. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Searching pass is played there. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Bale. Chance! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that's definitely not his best. Up towards the front line. It's a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, there's the clearance. Footed. Bellingham. And here's Raul. Throwing pass. And he thumps it clear. It's their second corner of cleared away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Could be danger here. Oh, well measured. Shoots! Sticks it away! And what a climax we have here! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kupchu. A heavy challenge. Now it's Bale. And he's decided to go for it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan proudly puffs in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily